Hey guys, it's Water on Fire, and in this video we're going to be looking at the Manchester City Wolverhampton game. Now Wolverhampton, they haven't won in the last 7 league games, and as much as I love them, and I do love them, I mean, they're one of my favorite teams, they really need to pick it up. I'm tired of them. I want to see them win, you know? They're right above that last relegation spot, so they got to pick it up. Manchester City is coming off a really great win against Manchester United. A 6-1 win. I mean, that is unheard of. And if it is, and I mean, if it does happen, it's not between the first and second place teams, you know? That was just beautiful. On paper, in this game, oh, look at this, Wolves. Ah, damn it. I don't even have bones yet. I wonder if I can, okay, we'll get them. They'll still be here. They don't despawn. Okay, so on paper, City should win this. I mean, they should just crush Wolves. I mean, if they can beat Manchester United 6-1, they should be able to mercy rule these. So, first, I mean, City came out swinging. 2 shots, real off the bat. One, I think, in the around like the 50-second mark, and the other one around the minute 30 mark. Beautiful. The goalie saved it though. That was good, but I mean, they really went downhill from here. Both teams, it seemed like they knew what the outcome of the game was going to be, but they didn't want to play for it. So Wolves, you see, are really sloppy, and City is real lethargic. I don't. So, yeah. Just wanted to point out, Thatcher is the lead goal scorer on Wolves, but he's not playing today for some reason. I really don't know. And Doyle is second with 2. There were some changes on Wolves' side for this match. They decided to take a defensive. I mean, which they should. They dropped forward in favor of a midfielder, so they had Doyle up front and Jarvis on the bench. There was a yellow card in the 19th minute by Barry on City, and this is going to really set the tone for the rest of the game. City is going to foul a lot, more than they should, and it really upsets me because I hate fouls. And I mean, these weren't the regular, oh, he really didn't deserve it. I mean, these were pretty blatant fouls. I'm not gonna, let's see. Gotta figure out how to make my house. So, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So, one thing City was doing really, they could not finish. And this was upsetting. They'd take shot after shot and then go way high or way wide. And that's not unusual in soccer. I mean, I know, I don't speak from, I know from experience, it's not that easy to put all your power into a shot and make it hit the goal. It's a hard target. But these, repeatedly, they took so many shots and it just wasn't, so many were off goal. The Wolves made really, their defense was so, I said lethargic again, but that's really how they were going. It just, that buzzing you sound on my phone, someone's calling me. They let people go, they'd give them too much space. In one instance, in one instance, they were giving people so many meters of space, which just led to get a breakaway. It just wasn't, it shouldn't have happened, and they're better than that. Oh, God, it's hard to play and talk at the same time. So, the City at the half had 9 fouls compared to Wolves' 2, so you can already see that coming out. 4 shots on goal for City, well, none for Wolves. In fact, I don't think Wolves took a shot. They were very they were very defensive, and I mean, they knew it was coming. So overall, I didn't like the half. I mean, they can. Woo. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Someone was at my door. So half. So I didn't really like the half. I was saying that. Really, I mean, none of them were playing like they should, but you know, I don't. Just need to play harder. Okay. So second half. So immediately, not immediately, but 5 minutes after the half, a yellow card to Doyle. From what I believe, it didn't look like the ref made a good call, but that's just me. I don't. It looked like Doyle, I think slids. Yeah, it was a slide tackle, and yeah. But you know, what can you do? Next, you know, the Wolves actually, they were playing much better during the second half. They were making, their passes were crisper. They weren't as sloppy as the previous half, so that's good. Unfortunately, there's a goal in the 67th minute by City. Karlov, and it was the goal. It was so. So he sort of had like a. So he dribbled in between people, and he shot the ball, and then Hensley, he got it, but he pushed it forward right back to Karlov, and Karlov just smashed it into the right corner. I mean, it was wonderful, and I mean, Hensley, the goalkeeper for the Wolves, just has to know, you don't, when you shove the ball or block the ball, you don't shove it right back to the attacker. But you know, I understand. When you're trying to block a shot, you're not thinking, oh, where am I going to push it? Where am I going to push it? No, you're thinking, don't let the ball get into the goal. So, I mean, it'd be nice, but I don't really care. Was off. And then a few minutes later, there's a red card. Company on City. It looked from the angle I was in, he was the last man, and he pulled down a Wolves player. And, I mean, just blatant. I mean, he was the last man back. The two were running, and he was about to get into the box. And they were in the box, like, right outside it. And, like, while he was running into the box, Company just threw him backwards. It was pretty crazy. Yeah, so they got a penalty kick from that, which is horrible. I mean, fouls, I mean, what can you do about fouls? But in the penalty box, I mean, just don't lose your anger. I don't know what he was thinking. I mean, because it looked really blatant. I mean, I don't know. So, yep, and then there's a goal by Hunt. Hunt takes the PK, makes it, and yeah. I was in the 75th minute. One thing I was noticing in the second half. Oh, damn. It looked like the City players were diving a lot, more than usual. I understand diving is a part of soccer. I understand that. I mean, I'll do it sometimes when I'm playing if I want to draw a foul. But it looks like City playing every foul every foul for the Wolves. That should have been a foul. It looks like a dive. They didn't call it. So I'm not sure if the refs were being lenient and they weren't diving, or they were diving. But just sort of got annoying after a while. Then there was a goal, and then as the game was coming to a close in the 90th minute, Johnson of City scores a goal, and I mean, it's a pretty good goal. It was off a breakaway. I mean, it was just like a 1-2 pass, a wall pass. He gets it right inside the 18-yard line and just hits it home. Really great. That's what I like to see from City. That's what they could be. I mean, it was only in the last few minutes that they started playing like they did against Manchester United. So towards the end, I mean, I wish they could bring that out more often. But so a good end for them, I gotta say. They obviously win 3-1 City, and fouls. City had 18 fouls compared to Wolves 3, and they had 9 shots compared to the Wolves 2. Both goalkeepers had 4 saves. 5 corners for City, 4 for the Wolves. 2 yellow cards for City, 1 for Wolverhampton, and then 1 card for One red card for company on City. So yeah, pretty normal game. I don't know. It wasn't as exciting as I hoped it would be. They were both really, like I said, they were both really lethargic. But there's nothing you can do about that right now. They just need to get out faster. This win puts City up 5 points in the Premier League. So they got quite a bit of lead. In second place is Man U. Hopefully, I really like Man U. Hopefully they can come back. I'd really like them to win the cup. I mean, after all, they got second in the UEFA Cup last year. That's right, yeah. So I can do it. So man of the match. I really didn't want to give a man of the match. I didn't think anyone really deserved it. No one was outstanding. I mean, if I didn't have to give it to someone, I wouldn't. But because I have to, I've got to say Dzeko, and only because he wasn't a real decisive player. He just scored that first goal, which broke the ice. I mean, that's about it. So, hope you guys enjoyed. This has been my first one. I may not post one in the Tottenham Queen Parks Rangers game, but I'll definitely post one for the Manchester United in the UEFA Cup later this week. Okay, see you guys.